How are we feeling, chefs?
It's going to be fun, although I realise I've already messed up.
What?
Because I've brought 4 number 1s with me.
Oh! Yes! This is what we want!
Trash talk already.
It's a competition against myself. All of mine are perfect.
The first category for the chefs to present and then rank is store cupboard ingredients and a dish they can use it in.
Gush, mine is under the cloche for you. Lift away.
It's premium mushroom seasoning powder.
So this...
Number 1.
I haven't even had to pitch it yet. So
This is cheating, by the way. You know I'm going to love this.
So this is one of those catch-all seasonings that I have in the cupboard. And what I like about it is even though it's Lee Kum Kee and therefore you associate it with sort of Chinese or Cantonese cooking, it is basically just salt, sugar, yeast, mushroom flavourings and monosodium glutamate. So what you can do with it is use it across cuisines. I use it in Italian cooking in a pinch of pasta or make a stock for risotto. I put it into beef stews and casseroles as the umami and kind of seasoning and flavouring. And I absolutely use it in a lot of Chinese cooking and stir fries. A little pinch goes quite a long way. It just delivers umami, salt, sugar, yeast extract, and deliciousness.
Ben, sorry, I've known you for nearly most of my life. You've never mentioned this ingredient once.
Yeah, you've kept the secret sauce away from us.
It's just, I mean, literally a teaspoon in a fair amount of stock. I think it makes like 300-400 mils, so a little goes a long way. But yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It is a challenge to come up with something we haven't featured on the show that I do use a lot, and that's it. And today I thought we'd go all out, because I even use it to season scrambled eggs.
Are you judging the powder or Ebba's scrambled egg?
Both are.
Application of, I put quite a lot in there so you can definitely taste it. Tuck in. This is like crack to chefs.
Nicely seasoned. Did you add any salt or was it just the powder?
That is just the powder.
Just the powder. Homely, hearty, rich, but light scrambled eggs. There's a very subtle shiitake flavour coming through, like mushroom umami notes. You're definitely getting flavour enhancers. No MSG, because there isn't any in it.
Diogs, aren't they?
Yeah, the other two ones that we love. Does it just make cooking everything a bit easier, doesn't it?
It just, into broths and soups and casseroles, mushroom tacos, the world over, a cuisine can be improved with a pinch of that. This is midweek cooking, a bit of amplification on all of your seasoning. And I use it in place of salt, not as well as regular salt.
That's great, and it's vegan as well.
I didn't see that coming.
Neither do I. Mushroom tacos as well. Why aren't you making us mushroom tacos?
It's absolutely delicious. Lee Kum Kee is a fantastic brand, and pick it up at most places.
And you can certainly buy it online. We got it from a supermarket just down the road, Tian Tian. And it's only about £3 for all of that. So
£3 for 200 grams?
And it goes a long way.
Does it?
Lock in your answer, Kush. 1, 2, 3 or 4. 3 more rounds to follow, but I mean, that was a damn good start, wasn't it?
Sorry for my handwriting.
I like the idea of it, but I can't imagine me using it much at home.
I have a feeling I'd use it everywhere.
Or it's one of those
overuse it.
Or one of those ones you'd forget that you've got in the cupboard.
He's committed to level 2.
Oh, 2 straight in.
I'm banking on there something being just a bit better, but it's nearly at the top. I don't want to go first straight away.
I am glad that you apologised for your handwriting in advance, though.
I stopped because I started to get nervous.
Right, Kush, what do you got for me?
Mush.
Mush.
My first ingredient, lift the cloche.
Store cupboard Kush is a mystery.
It's a mystery. Have a dip, have a taste. It's nicer than yours, I think. It is my favourite. Chinese chicken stock powder.
They've got the same root.
I mean, that just shows you how chefs think. There's probably lots of other options in a store cupboard. We're both committed pretty similar.
Yeah, so I use this as a shortcut to make more time to see my daughter. This with smoked paprika on tater tots. This with garam masala over curly fries for like a really cheesy, dirty poutine, something like that. It can go through anything. It's so versatile. It's not vegan. It's milk powder based, so it becomes tacky and sticky when it hits liquid or oil, so it clings. It doesn't fall off. But as you said, in broths, it's fantastic. Even in salad dressing.
Interesting, your first 2 suggestions were to use it as a dry powder seasoning rather than a liquid stock.
Oh, why does stock have to go into water? because stock cubes go into water to make liquid stock, right? But skip the flavourless water, go straight to the protein.
I've just realised how Kush got his wife. He's so convincing, isn't he?
All I can taste
Yep.
is chicken skin. Is
Yes.
that kind of the best bit on a roast chicken is the bit you get from this dry powder.
It has both the flavour enhancers that you had, plus monosodium glutamate. This is £9 or £8.50 for 900 grams. Therefore, it's cheaper than yours as well.
Oh, he's done the maths. He's done the maths.
Would you like to taste my dish?
I would love to see it in situ.
Have a look.
Oh, what?
I mean-
that?
It's not scrambled eggs, that's for sure.
No, we've got a quick pickle there, shallot red wine vinegar and powder. We have some Indian masala crispy chicken using powder, a piccalilli yogurt for the English mustard powder chicken skin flavoured crispy fries topped with chicken flavoured cheese sauce and chicken flavoured brisket gravy, smoky barbecue burnt end tater tots, and some Castelfranco. Beautiful seasonal radicchio leaves, and this is a little balsamic pomegranate chicken reduction dressing to cut through the richness.
I really hope you rank it at number 4, Ben.
I mean, the reality is I've won already just by getting to sit in front of this.
So this is how I use it at home. I made these at Christmas when people came round, cooked them, and then tossed them through a seasoning blend with that and your spice powders. Cook them, toss, cook them and toss.
This is everything that is on trend at the moment. Elevated fast food, inverted commas, junk food that's elevated to deliciousness. And everything that's Kush.
Any cheats that can add amazing flavour without any effort is a massive win.
I use this pretty much every time I cook.
Oh my god.
Wings? Yeah?
Chicken on chicken on chicken. Now you've put me in a pickle because I love it for all the same reasons that I love mushroom powder, and yet loads of new applications. How early do I commit?
Oh, you think he's got number 1 straight out the gate?
Oh, if he has. If it's loaded at 2, it's quite assaulting, isn't it?
Yeah, kicking the balls, that is. You can't change your mind, Evans.
I don't like to peak too early. Play the long game. I think it's absolutely delicious. I'm on board with it.
Spaff, he doesn't appreciate it. Come and take this.
So we're going to eat this, but boys, round 2, a beverage next.
Round 2, beverage. Lift away.
Cheating!
No, I've won.
Red flag! Red flag!
No, I've won.
What is it? Can't see.
It's our beer.
Kush, let me explain. This is the Sorted Squad's first product that we've created together. It's with Small Beer, which is an amazing brewery in Bermondsey. The founders are super forward thinking. They are carving out a brand new category of mid-strength beer, so like 2.5%. And we teamed up with them to make our own Blanche. We took the squad to the brewery, literally on brewery day. We got involved. We then helped with the tasting notes of it and food pairings. Essentially, it's a celebration of responsible brewing just down the road in London and a delicious drink for the summer. And it's got a little QR code on every can that you can scan and watch the whole story from floor maltings right the way through to what we did at the brewery, how it's made, the community here tasting it for the first time with us. And the beauty of a mid-strength beer, Kush, is that as a busy parent, sometimes you get to the end of the day and you just go, oh, I could do with a beer. And one beer often leads to 2, and sometimes a decent craft beer at 5, 6, 7, 8% is just too much.
8%?
Some of the craft beers are, they're delicious, but they're really strong. Whereas this, 2.5%, I mean, Victorian kids were drinking it because it was safer than water and it was nutritious. The Egyptians were building pyramids off of basically table beer,
How
small
old
beer.
are you? Victorian kids were drinking this.
And they're bringing it back. Small beer is awesome. It's particularly special because our community are involved, and I think it tastes great.
Kush, is this your first ever taste?
Yeah, I wasn't involved in the project.
You weren't,
I'm
no.
quite busy. Very hoppy. Whoa. Really bitter, very hoppy, very light. So if you like an IPA, you'll like that.
It's a really lovely summer beer, exactly that. So coriander seed and orange peel has to be in it to be considered a blanche. It's a wheat beer. And then you're right, hops. It's all using Hertfordshire wheat, which is obviously where Sorted began.
Respect.
And also British coriander seed, British hops, and it's literally brewed just down the road. And everything that small beer do is super sustainable and responsible. They were the first B Corp brewery in London. And as my final pitch, I think it is perfect for spring, summer, outdoor drinking, barbecues, picnics, and it's a really foodie beer as well because it's just got a little bit more going on than just a simple lager, although simple lagers can absolutely hit the spot, but this is just a little bit more foodie as well.
I think it's perfect for being able to drink it and me not fall asleep straight away.
Yeah.
When we first spoke to them about doing a blanche beer, I was really worried for us.
Not interested.
I thought
You
it
don't
might
like
taste a bit
flavour?
like, no, I thought it might taste like Blue Moon, which is very floral.
Yeah, or like potpourri. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, give me a watery lager.
No, that is a refreshing, summery beer. It's amazing.
That's my pitch and plug over to you and to you, but there is a link in the description box where you can go and watch the full video and see the whole story. And obviously, if you're in the UK, buy a case online.
So I've got quite an eclectic taste when it comes to beer. I love a fruited sour.
I love a stout.
I do love a stout. And I like a summery ale, which this is very akin to. Oh, it's a dangerous one though, because where does it go on the list?
To spite Ben for using it, even though we all suffered, just stick it in number 4.
We know it's delicious. They'll know it's delicious. You've got to rank it, baby.
You got to rank it.
This video is also coming out on the last day of Mid-Strength March. And on the 1st of March, we marched through London with a marching band with small beer to promote this whole new category and everything that the Sorted Squad have done.
Oh, he's really selling it. But I also want to put it in number 4 as retribution for my chicken powder.
I just want you to know that wherever you put it, it's the squad that made it. Always committed. He's committed.
Number 4! I'm being honest, I appreciate all the effort that's gone into it, and the flavour's there, but it's personally not for me. Like,
This is backfired.
right then.
Yes.
Mine fits under the cloche.
Oh, it's more like a sundae. So it's in a frozen glass. I can see ice. What is it?
Again, I'd like you to taste it and tell me. Then I'll sell it to you.
He's gone for himself.
got his own one.
So it's good.
And it's not small. Irish whiskey cream. I'm getting a lot of Baileys and I'm getting maybe coffee in an iced drink that just screams summer decadence. Almost more dessert than drink.
This is a Long Island iced coffee.
Ah. And Long Island I would associate as having all the clear spirits, but this has...
This, I've subbed out the Grand Marnier for Kahlua. I've subbed out the gin for Woodford Reserve Bourbon. It's got Grey Goose in there as well. We've gone top shelf here, and the last of Spafford's favourite tequila. And cold brew coffee.
And cold brew coffee.
Yeah, so
and the creaminess from Bailey's.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a White Russian. It's an espresso martini. It is a tall drink, lots of ice, served ice cold, and it's one of those things that'll wake you up and make you sleepy at the same time.
I mean, straight off, I like the serving, like ice cold glass, ice cubes all the way up it, and you would want to drink the long drink slowly.
Yes, definitely.
There's no denying it's delicious. It's one of those ones that tastes like dessert but will creep up on you, which is, it's very much your approach to most things is just
Creep up on you.
deliciousness to excess. It's absolutely yummy. Lick. Long Island iced coffee.
Which slot are you going to lick?
That's a good question. I like it, but what's still to come?
Do you regret putting chick powder 3?
Possibly. I like it a lot, so it's going there. Because it's definitely not top spot. Is it above chicken powder? It's too late now, I've slapped it against it.
He's only got a top and a bottom left.
I don't need chicken powder in my life because I've got my mushroom powder. This I want to take home with me.
Excellent.
Wow.
We are on to an expensive purchase.
My relatively expensive item is under the cloche.
I don't follow celebrity, so I don't know who this is.
Has Ben made his own wine?
Let me tell you about Renegade Winery and why I think it's in an expensive category. It's a London winery, and they're basically free as a group to buy grapes from anywhere because they're not tied to any particular vineyard. So they buy a whole bunch of British grapes. They also buy grapes from all across Europe, where they are hand-picked, shipped in refrigerated vans to the winery, and then they make excellent but quite playful styles of wine in the winery. And they make, a dozen or so wines every year. And then their whole labelling is about what they love about Britain and what they love about London. And they say it's not the weather, it's the people. It's all the people that make up London and Britain, and therefore each bottle is designated to somebody from any walk of life, from any age, any social group, any occupation. This particular one is Amy, so the whole wine is Amy. She's an artist from Tring, and she gets this entire batch of wine named after her. All the eyes are on the bottle. If you look at their range, you just see lots of people's eyes, and the wine, I think, is excellent, but some would say, 29 quid a bottle of wine is more than most people would pay. So I think it's a relatively expensive wine, but I know you, and I know you so well that I know that you understand that as soon as you get past duty and VAT and the cost of the bottle and the cost of the transport and the cost of the labour of making it, that actually, when you move above, say, £7.50 a bottle up to 10, 15, 20, £29, your percentage of quality wine in the bottle is exponentially more than the amount you're paying. So compared to a £7.50 bottle of wine, you've got 16 times the value of wine in that for just 4 times the price.
It's fitting for this section because I nearly put that in a potential ingredients.
Did you?
Yeah.
Shall I get a bottle opener?
Yes, please.
If we're talking about relative to other wines, how much did you spend on wine last week?
It's difficult to say, really. Do you mean?
Is it difficult to say?
Relatively to this one.
We're sidetracking here slightly. I am part of a subscription from the Online Wine Tasting Club. The people we work with were our own tastings, and they do a mystery case, which means that once a month I get 6 bottles sent, and it's a set price. So I know how much I paid for it, roughly £15 to £20 a bottle for the case, right? However, one of the bottles that turned up in my mystery case was very nice and very expensive at over £100. So I took it to a date. And when I got there, didn't have a bottle opener. So we ended up pushing the cork in with the end of a wooden spoon. It's the only way we could drink it.
That normally comes at the end of the date. I think anything under £20 for white wine, you may as well put it down the sink straight away. I think it's a lot harder to get a quality white wine under £20 than it is a red wine.
I think that's valid.
Chefs are such
Excuse me? This is absolutely delicious.
Ooh.
It is buttery. You do get floral notes, apricots. It's lovely on the nose. And they're allowed to buy grapes from anywhere.
Yep, they're free to do that.
They're allowed to pick and choose and blend.
Yep, and the best vintages. They're not tied into, it's been a bad year in this area, we're going to have to make a different style of wine. They just go to the best places each year to pick the best hand-picked grapes, and then they play with it in the winery.
It's absolutely delicious. That's a far better way of making wine, I think, than having to stick to your own plot.
I'm intrigued. Where are you putting Amy?
Oh, dear.
Always committed.
Oh, Kush! I prefer red. I love good white. And because I can taste coffee and tequila in the back of my throat, maybe I'm not getting the best of it. And I'm banking on you having a fantastic gadget.
wow.
Well, I guess it's your turn.
Right then, Ebbers, my very expensive purchase is under the cloche.
Come with me.
Right, Ebbers, it was too much for Mike to organise all of us getting to my house to show off, but my expensive item is my hob for my house at home that we also have at work.
Yes, and I know how expensive it is because we signed off on it when you developed this kitchen.
Yes.
How much?
Retails for £1,700, but we got it for about £1,200.
For a hob?
For a hob.
And the knob comes off.
The knob comes off so you can safely wipe it down.
It's so much easier to clean that way.
So much easier to clean. Induction is my favourite thing. It is more efficient, it is more powerful, it is safer, it is easier to clean, it lasts longer, there's less maintenance, it's more environmentally friendly. There's nothing not to love. I'm just staring down the lens because people hate induction. I love induction. Chefs love induction. Right.
It's immediate.
It's immediate. It's instant. We're going to put a cold pan on the big hob. We're going to put water in the pan and see how quick it boils, because that's always a test you see online. But at the same time, I'm deglazing the tray that I roasted meat in earlier. So I've joined all 4 burners together into one jumbo burner here. I want to reduce this down, therefore I set an individual timer just for this side and click it. That's one timer. Then you put a pan down and it instantly knows where it's going.
This item is just the hob. It's not the ovens underneath or the extraction above. You're just talking about the hob.
Just the hob, just the thing that sits in the work surface that I do all the cooking for Sorted Food on.
You do the most basic of midweek cooking with Psychic, and you also prep for all of the videos.
I do.
And you cater for events.
I do.
All from one hob.
All from one hob. It's so versatile, easy to clean, it's safe, it's already coming up to a boil, and I know it is bulletproof because I have the same one at home and I use it heavily. I love it. Ebbers, I'd just like to take you back a long time, maybe 18, 20 years ago when we met. What was my nickname that you all lovingly called me at university?
KKB.
What does that stand for?
Kush knows best.
Number 1.
It is something you do all the time in every walk of life. It's detailed research. You look at reviews, you look at comparisons, you look at different specs. You're a walking encyclopedia of food knowledge. And I kind of trust you when you say, this is the fridge you should spend your money on, or this is the hob that you should spend your money on. I always trust that. I have induction at home. I like the white, clean element of it. It's powerful, it's quick, it's all the things you said. My issue is it's either the best thing or the worst thing. Oh! Yeah, it's got to be.
Number 1. So for the final round, the boys have to present their favourite kitchen gadget. Whilst we were getting ready to roll, Ebbers did a big sigh and just said, sod it, and sat down.
For the number 1 spot, here we go.
Lift the cloche.
Oh dear.
That's your favourite.
There wasn't a price limit on this gadget, and I thought, let's play a game that will wind Kush up.
Oh, what is it, Ben?
So this is me being a hypocrite, because I'm rarely a fan of cheap kitchen gadgets that only do one thing. However, the reason I often don't like those is because they fill up space in your kitchen. They do one thing that you could do just as well with a spoon or a knife or a whisk or whatever. This is the exception to the rule. And I have it at home and I use it so often. Well, as in like every time I open a bottle of wine, relatively speaking.
Daily.
All it does is cut the foil off the top of the wine bottle. But it doesn't use up wasted space. It does such a good job of it. So much better than a waiter's friend, which everyone will say is a tool that does it all. It does. But trying to scratch around the thing and everyone's slightly different, this is so much easier. Let me demonstrate. It's simple enough. There really is nothing magic about it. It's just a blade that gives you a perfect top every single time that you then put away. Then you get out your waiter's friend, and then you continue to open the bottle of wine. But I love it. It's easy, it's neat, it's tidy, and I want to ask you the question, do you feel played?
Well, this is your list, so I think you use this quite often, therefore it is your top item.
No, this is your recommendations.
Ben's top
No, because I
item.
wouldn't put small beer down the bottom, you see. This is your list, and you think that this is better than mushroom powder, a beautiful white wine, and now small beer.
Yep, fantastic. And let's say this, my gadget does more than one thing, and it's also a blade.
It's not a competition from list to list. It's where you've ranked it on this list, and I feel wonderfully smug because I know it's winding him up.
Yep, we are where we are. No, sorry, not cheating.
Kush, this is a consequence of your own decisions.
This is a consequence of my own decisions, and it also shows how much effort Ben put into this episode.
I'll be honest, if you'd put our excellent small beer at the top,
You would have
you'd have had a
changed it.
space for your foil cutter.
True. Very well played. Very well played. Nice.
Kush, you've still got a gadget to present. What is it?
Right then. I think we need some bigger cloches. Ebbers, lift the cloche.
I presume it's a beautiful knife. I wasn't actually expecting it to be serrated.
No. This is the Mac bread and roast slicer.
Now, you recommended us to buy the Mac knife a while back.
Yes.
And you've been using it and guarding it ever since.
Very much so.
So you've basically used this format to buy yourself a new knife.
Yes. Exactly that. And therefore, I win.
Pitch it to me, why is Mac so good?
So, we know I love Mac. We have the Mac knife upstairs, that's always hidden from the normals. I have 2 at home. I first saw this knife when I was working as a lowly commie in my first kitchen. The actual chef, he had one of these, and he pulled it out just to carve roasts and cut through crackling. And I've always wanted one. So I used Mike's budget to buy one for this video.
Literally, the slot on the board is just to upgrade your knife collection. It is a thing of beauty.
It is a thing of beauty, and it's sold as a bread and roast meat slicer. It's incredibly thin, incredibly sharp, and rather than me having to take my knives from home to our live events when I'm catering, doing a big roast, now we have one at work.
How much did Mike spend on that knife?
I
How
got
much
a
did I
bargain. This one normally sells for over 200, but I only paid 175.99.
Are we allowed to use that knife, Kush?
No.
Mike bought it and he can't use it.
Well, no, so I want this to stay as sharp as it is now. Therefore, it'll live in this box in the hidden drawer upstairs with the other Mac knife.
What I particularly like about it is how thin and yet how sturdy and sharp it is. I think a bread knife or a pastry knife that's chunky is almost defeating the point. It's more like a hacksaw.
Yeah.
I didn't expect this format to end in 2 chefs fapping over a knife.
I know.
Listen to this, Mike. I haven't even used this knife yet. Ben will be the first person to use this knife.
Excellent, I'm in. I want to see where my money's gone.
Okay.
Give me a loaf of bread.
Lovely.
Where would you like me to start?
So we have a very loaf of crusty bread.
A very loaf of crusty bread.
We have a very crusty loaf of bread.
No, he's the first take.
We have a lovely heirloom tomato just come into season. We have some roast pork belly with very hard skin. And we've got some rare roast but cold British beef that I'd like you to slice wafer thin.
Why am I fascinated? Oh my goodness.
I mean, it
through
does.
that
It's wonderful. Most things will go through a tomato. The question is, will it go through without squashing, bruising, damaging, and can we get beautiful slices where you're not even applying pressure and instead just gliding through? I'll try and get, there we go. Wonderful. Yes, like butter.
Like butter. Some crispy pork belly, a star food favourite at Sorted.
That I imagine Jamie will like.
I'll try. Yep.
Can you taste how that was cut?
So sharp. Kush, how do you keep a serrated knife sharp?
One of this quality you send back to, not the manufacturer, but to a specialist sharpening company. So you get that sharpened every 5 years because it's serrated. You're not chopping, it's going through, it's barely touching the board. That'll last you forever.
It is a fabulous bit of kit, an expensive kitchen gadget, but incredibly more versatile than a wine bottle foil cutter. And yet you know where it's going, Kush! The only space left.
If you didn't have to put it in at number 4, where would you put it?
In hindsight, I think it is probably number 1 and everything shunts down and I'd swap these 2 round.
Really? You think that's better than that induction hob?
I think I would get more regular happy use out of it. I have an induction hob that is fine. It's not as good as that, but it's fine.
Okay.
Whereas actually I think that, once you have it, it's a knife for life and it's great. However, it gets 4th position.
Well done, boys.
Well done. That was brilliant.
Well, over to you. Did you like this? If so, let us know, give us a like, we'll do more of them. And if you only had 5 slots of the 8 things featured, what would make your list and what would be top to bottom? Let us know.
Plus, if you want to get your hands on some small beer, and I know you probably do, all the links and details are downstairs, including how to get some cans, plus where it's going to be on draft, like a real beer in a real pub.
Yeah! We made it!
We did, we made it.
We did make it.
make it,
We weren't
yeah.
in partnership, but they made it.
Well, I lifted stuff.